Hey everyone, we're back. It has been a minute and I apologize. We've been doing some renovations on the home, and as you can see behind me, we still haven't quite finished that. So we have stuff piled up. It's been a little bit of a shakeup in the house, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. So I apologize for the lack of reviews, but we are back, and thanks to OpenRock, we have a brand new pair of open-ear earphones to show off. So that's these little guys in this tiny little case. So if you guys are looking for some new open earphones, this might be worth watching. And we're going to get into it and we're going to take a look. So thank you to OpenRock for sending these over for review. But I, as always, am going to tell you guys what I like about them and to keep it real with you guys and not say I like them if I don't like them. They're great. Before we even get into it, I like them. They're nice. Couple little things that I would like to change, but yeah, they're good. They're good. I like them. But yeah, this is the little charging case, right? So you can see here, and you can open them up, and you got these little guys hanging out right in there. We're gonna take a closer look because obviously this isn't the best angle to show these guys off, but they come in a nice little box here. You know, nice, simple, clean design. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit about them and why they might be a good fit for you if you're looking for something for work and or for play. So let's get into the unboxing. Let's take a look at what you get inside the box and dive into the features of the earphones. I keep wanting to say headphones, but into the earphones and see if maybe they're a good fit for you. So let's take a look. Okay, here we go. So we're going to flip this over and automatically you'll see this thing is wrapped up tight. So we're going to have to get the cellophane off before we can actually get these earphones out of here. So we're just going to make some cuts here and we'll be on our way. Okay, cellophane is off. As you can see, it's nice, clean packaging. Nothing crazy going on. Just slide the cover off. Shake, shake. There we go. All right, we got some stuff sticking to the back here. Just a little piece of paper to keep things clean. So we'll get that back out of the way, and then we'll flip this over, pop this bad boy out, get some more of this protective cover on here because they don't want your nice little charging case to get all scratched up. So we're gonna toss that and take a look at our charging case here. Set that down, get rid of that. See what else is in the box before we go any further to get into the good stuff. So we have your typical warranty papers. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And we're going to take a look at the OpenRock Link 20 manual. Have a little peruse through there. Take a look if you have any questions. Make sure that you're not, using these incorrectly. And then you have your little fold-out pamphlet here for like your quick startup guide. So have a boo at that if you have any questions. If you just want to have a better understanding of what this thing can do, it's going to tell you a little bit about that in there. So next step is let's get the charge cable out here. It's just USB-A to USB-C, tightly packaged. We get that out. You can see it's pretty short cable, but you don't really need anything too fancy. It just needs to be able to plug in and charge your headphones. Earphones, Nate. Jeez, never will I change that. Open this up. The case is a little bit slippery to open up. Like I've actually had it slip out of my hands, not my hand completely, but my grip a little bit. So it would be nice if they had a little bit, I don't know if abrasive is the right word, but something with the case to make it not as slippery in your hand. The headphones or earphones themselves are incredibly light, coming in at 9 grams each. It's wild, super comfortable, nice and easy. And then the microphone is magnetic and it hangs on great. Does a really good job. It only goes on the one way because you have the 2 magnets, so make sure you put it on the right way. It will not let you put it on the wrong way. So for those of us that sometimes just don't pay attention, it will only click on the right way. So before you get moving, make sure you have it hooked up right. It's very pliable, it's flexible, light, and nice and comfy on the ears. And we can just flip that mic around whenever we want. Good to go. We went through the unboxing as to what to expect when you get your hands on the OpenRock Link 20s. And like I said, they're so light, they're so tiny, it's unbelievable. And they're very comfortable and easy to put on your ear. You just kind of do a little spin around and they don't stick out very much. I have massive ears, by the way. So these look even tinier for me, but they stay on. Like they're not going to fly off anywhere or anything like that, which is perfect. And the microphone which is this little guy. It actually has a nice little storage spot in here, which didn't really cover it, but on the lid there, it just snaps in there and hangs on tight. But then you can, I didn't even have to look. I couldn't see what I was doing, but now it's automatically changed to vocal mode, so it's going to change how the audio comes through to yourself, because it assumes that you're going to be making phone calls, so it changes the equalizer automatically, and then when you take it off, it will change back to whatever your last setting potentially was. Now, there is an app, like any good earphone maker, headphone maker these days, with anything Bluetooth, they include an app that you can download on iOS or Android. So I would strongly suggest you take a look at that and download it, depending on what platform you're on. And why don't we kind of go through that app right now? Can't do a lot with it, but it is important to set up because there are some settings like auto off timer. When I first set it up, I was kind of messing around with things and I set an auto off timer and then it would turn off even if I was listening to music. So it would be nice if it only turned off if it noticed there was no audio coming through. I don't know, if that's possible, but it would be really nice if it didn't turn off automatically if you were listening to any music or, if you're gaming. I've tried to use these while I was live streaming and it kept turning off every 15 minutes as the auto off was set up to do. And at first I'm like, oh no, like maybe they're defective, but I realized it was exactly 15 minutes. I'm like, the shut off that I completely forgot about. So we went back into the app, turned that off to never have them turn off on their own. And since then I haven't had any issues. I can listen to music, I can game, I can work or anything like that. And for me, I do a hybrid work, so I'm in the office a couple days a week. So having an open ear earphone is massive benefit to me because I can hear my coworkers around me if they're trying to get my attention. I don't have something jammed in my ear that keeps it so I can't hear them. So that is a nice little plus. I have another set that I currently use, and I'm going to work out the tweaks because my laptop just went through an update here, so I have to redo everything. So we're going to add these, and I'll be using these for work and for play because they have a ton of hours of playtime on this, which is wild. But first things first, I'm rambling. Let's look at the app so you guys can see what to expect with the app. Okay, after you link your Link 20s with your phone, whether it be Android or Apple, this is going to be the first screen that you're going to see. So you just select your earphones, and it's going to take you to this page. So it's going to show you your battery life, which is actually pretty wild how much battery life they actually have. So you have up to 7 hours of talk time with your microphone, or up to 13 hours of music time. And then you can do a 5-minute quick charge, which will give you an hour of emergency talk. And then the charger itself gives you another 21 hours of actual usage, which is just crazy. That's a lot of time. So if you're worried about battery life, don't be worried about these ones. Scrolling down a little bit, you'll have your equalizer. So right now it's set to vocal mode. So that is whenever you plug in the microphone, it will automatically select vocal mode. I do wish you could override it, but as of now, it just automatically sets you to that. It's assuming that you're, making a call, so it's going to hone in on the that type of audio. If you hit your right or left arrows, you can go to custom, and you can actually change your, your sliders and all that stuff if you really want to dive into it. You have your music mode and your beast mode, which I'm not quite sure what they mean by beast mode. There's slight variances in how they sound. So just kind of go through and pick what you have. So you have vocal, beast, or music. And it will tell you in your earphones too when you change them. So you can have your max volume limiter, which will protect your hearing if you're worried about that. And then your overtime wear reminder. Man, I cannot talk. Which is when when a certain time is reached, it will let you know to take a rest. I guess maybe that's important for different places or whatever. And then here you can actually look in and change your triple press, your quadruple press, your long press. You can actually pick different things if that's what you want to do. So you can do that, which is pretty cool. Go back. You have your spatial sound. So create a more spatial auditory experience. Your sound balance, you can go left and right if you want to do that. So you can actually shift more to your left ear or your right ear. Here's the auto power off, which I had initially set. I had it for 15 minutes because I assumed that it would turn it off if there was no audio coming through. If there was nothing, if they were just sitting idle, which is not the case. It will automatically turn off regardless. So I set that to never, and I just got to trust that I put them back in the case when I'm not using them. You have your voice prompts, so you can do that. And then you have Find My Buds, which it will give you a warning. To protect your hearing, please ensure that your earbuds are not worn. It is incredibly loud. So right now, I'm gonna press the left one, and we'll just let you guys hear it through my microphone here. And it gives you another warning. Do not wear the earbud. It will emit a high-pitched beeping. That's enough of that. So nice little feature. So if you've missed them, you can do that. And then on the bottom, you can do your firmware version. You just tap that, and it will let you know if you're up to date or not. That's it. That's your app. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Shows you the necessities. You can't do a ton, but you can do enough for most people, and make sure that you have use out of them. So there's your OpenRock Link 20 app. So we took a look at the app. We've unboxed it, all that stuff. Outside of me telling you that they sound good, you're really going to have to hear them yourself. I have no way of showing that to you. But what I can do is show you what the microphone sounds like. So right now we're on our XLR microphone. So this is going to sound much, much better than any headset mic. But we are going to click this in here. Do you think I can get it again? I got it last time. There it goes. Bang. Try a little bit harder. So it just automatically changed to vocal mode again because I clicked in the microphone. So I got to do a little bit of back end work here, change over my primary microphone. And then what we're going to do is just record a little bit of me speaking to you guys with the microphone plugged in. So no settings, no magic behind the scenes. This is just going to be raw microphone with their built-in noise cancellation from me to you. So let's take a look. We've swapped the microphones, just so you know. It's not coming through there. It's all through here. Which noise canceling is working pretty good. Like even with me kind of giving a little tippy tap, it wasn't going off. So this is what the microphone sounds like. I don't even know what it sounds like. This is me doing this for the very first time for you guys. So we're going to find out together. When I go in to edit this, that will be the first time that I've actually heard this microphone, and I'm not going to tweak anything because that's not what we do here. But yeah, so that is the microphone. So if it sounds great, there you have it. We are in a controlled environment. We are in a room. We're not out walking the streets with cars and noise and ambient, everything, going on around you. But yeah, this is what it would sound like if you're working in a quieter space with nothing really going on. Now, I wonder, you can kind of hear me tapping my mouse. Like I'm hitting it pretty hard, so you can hear that in the background a little bit. But outside of that, like that would be obnoxious. I'd be yelling at my coworker to knock that off. But here it is. That's what you get. So that's the microphone. And that is the microphone. So that's what you're going to get in a more controlled environment. I did take my mouse and I was hitting it pretty good on my desk, and it was cutting it out. And I think a big part of that is it actually has 5 microphones for its AI ENC noise cancellation. So it does use AI tech in these tiny little guys to give you guys the best audio for your microphone. As far as connectivity, it uses Bluetooth 6.0. So they claim it'll give you up to 50 feet indoors. That will vary depending on what your house or your building is made out of. More obstructions, you're not going to get as far. And then up to 99 feet outdoors. So that's pretty cool too. If you drop your phone, or not drop your phone, but if you put your phone down and you're kind of like a walker and talker, you could continue to have a conversation without having to worry about having your phone right with you, or your laptop if you're working from home, or just outside a coffee shop or anything like that. I would strongly suggest not walking away from your laptop, though. What else we talk about? How light they are. So they are 9 grams. Just a reminder on that. And then as far as those who are into fitness, or just being outside and using these outside, they do have IP55 water resistance and IPX7 sweat resistance. So if you're out running or jogging or anything like that, you don't have to worry about these getting messed up if you're out and you're going for a jog and you get caught in the rain or anything like that. You should be okay. Just don't go swimming in them. Okay? Okay. These are definitely going to be my everyday earphones as far as work and play, whether it's video games or just hanging out on my computer. I can throw these bad boys on and I can still be aware of what's going on around me. And for my calls at work, I don't have to use the crappy microphone that's built into my laptop. I can actually use a decent one that has really good noise cancellation, and it won't pick up my coworkers when I am in the office. But if you are interested in picking these up, I'm going to drop the link down below. They're actually going to be launching on Kickstarter, so you won't be able to pick them up right from the store right away, but I will drop their website down in the description, as well as the Kickstarter link, if these are of interest to you. And please let me know. Are you interested in picking them up? What do you like about them? Do you have any questions that maybe I forgot to cover in the review? Make sure you drop those comments, questions, anything like that. And if you liked it, drop a like. And a new YouTube feature, you can actually hype up the video. There will be an option to click hype, and that actually helps out creators a ton. So I think you get 3 free hypes a week, a month. It might be a week that you can hype up your favorite creators, and that will help them out tremendously and will actually get us on some leaderboards. So if that's your kind of thing, feel free to do that for us, and we will really, really appreciate it. OpenRock, thank you so much once again for sending these over for review. I love them. I can't wait to get them into my daily life a little bit more and start using these for work as well as play. Thank you all so very much for watching. My name is Nate, and we'll catch you next time.